Hello, Stomp Games. How are you this afternoon or this evening? All right, well, welcome everyone. I'm taking a very short break from Farm Sim just because I have been playing so much Farm Sim lately that it is about to drive me crazy. Not really. I do still very much love Farm Sim, and I also still very much love the challenge that I've been participating in for 40 some odd episodes, I think. I forget what episode we were up to. But I'm going to take just a very short break from that. Let's see, I had worked through episode 40. So 40 was, or I'm sorry, 39 was done last night. So I'm just going to take a short break and do some Car Mechanic Simulator stuff as we work through the grind here, just to kind of work our XP up so that we can open up the shop and do more jobs and, also be able to earn some more money as well. So hope that there was some news around Car Mechanic. Yeah, it'd been out for, I don't know, maybe a week and a half, something like that, and they've been pushing out quite a few updates for it and getting it a little bit better optimized. It's still not 100%. It's still not as optimized as I think it possibly should be, just simply because it really works my graphics card harder than any other game that I play. I mean, right now, it's running at about 98%, 95% or so of load. Uh, so I wish it was slightly less. All right, so we've got a car here. Let's see, what is this car? Does it say what the car is? Kind of looks like a gremlin of some kind. So Salem Flamio. Let's see what that translates to. I've got a list here that tells me this is a Ford Pinto. This is basically the equivalent of a Ford Pinto. So sloppy car steering, knocking sound coming from the suspension, and find and fix any running gear problems. So lots of different stuff that we need to basically tear down, it looks like, in this car. So we'll go ahead and get her lifted up, get the tires pulled off of it, and just go from there and see what all we gotta do. So yeah, lot of difference between Car Mechanic Simulator 15 and 18. Pretty cool stuff. Let's see, was there actually any brake problems? Running gear problems. I don't think there were any brake problems, so I think we will not pull the brakes and stuff off. No need to do that, so we'll go ahead and put that caliper back on. I do sometimes get in a bit of a hurry and I will go ahead and pull parts off that I don't necessarily need to pull off, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and swing. I am still getting used to they did change the controls around. Actually, no, I think we are going to have to tear this thing down because that knuckle looks bad. Okay, my bad. Let's go ahead and take it off. Take it all the way down. How about some body work, rust, and repair? Can't do that yet, Doughboy. I'm not up to that level. So once I get up to that level and open up some of those different tools and stuff, then we can do that. But you know, a lot of folks are obviously doing Car Mechanic Simulator 18 on YouTube. A lot of folks have either been burning, more or less burning the midnight oil to do all of that, or they have been cheating. Of course, there's no right or wrong way to play. If you want to take advantage of some of the cheats to give yourself the maximum XP and all that kind of stuff, then that's fine too. But I kind of like working my way up, and that way I kind of learn things as well, learn the new game, learn the differences in the game and all that kind of stuff. So let's see, we got to take this off, we got to take that off. All right. What I really like doing with Car Mechanic Simulator is I really like the auctions, and of course 18 has both the junkyard and the barnyard finds. So it's almost like, for those of you in the U.S. that might be familiar with the show American Pickers, things like that, you can go off into these barns and find all sorts of parts and cars, and of course you've got the junkyard finds as well, so that's pretty cool. But we're not up to that level yet, so we're just going to have to wait until we do get there. But all right, let's see how we do in here. Okay, so 55% is our magic number for today for this job. So everything that we put back on the car needs to be at 55%. The other thing I like about the auctions and the junkyard finds and stuff like that is basically tearing the cars completely down and restoring them to 100% status. But it'll be a little while before we get to that point. Anyone else that's on the channel, have you guys played Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, or are you interested in 18 at all? Interested in buying it and playing it? All right, let's see. Sorry guys, I got something wrong with my eye. It's feels like there's a hair in my eye. Okay, so we still haven't, coming from suspension, we still haven't discovered one part there. Got all those parts are identified, so we're still hunting one more part that is causing some problems. Probably that spring leaf plate right there. Let's see if that was it. Yep, sure was. All right, let's go see if we can repair any of these parts at our repair table. And we have a few things here. you'll see what we were able to basically repair, and then just keeping in mind that our magic number is 55%. So we need to put that back into part mount mode and start throwing things back on here. Okay, solid rear drive axle. Now let's see, we've got 2 of those, don't we? So we're going to need to order 2 of those. So we can add that to our parts list like thus, and then we'll come back over here on this other side and rebuild this guy up here. Oops. Let's go ahead and get one of those. Alright, we need 2 solid rear drive axles. If I could spell. We'll put the tires on last. So obviously if you've played Car Mechanic Simulator 15 but you haven't seen any of the videos for 18, and if you don't own 18 yet, then you obviously have seen that some of the options have changed just a little bit. We've got this pinwheel thing here that it's called. A lot of chatter out on the forums talking about that. That's sort of an indication that this was a direct port from console. I'm not sure if that is the case or not, but let's see. Let me take a look at this here. I tell you what, let's go back and finish building out this back end here, so we don't get too ahead of ourselves here. Okay, rear shock absorber B. And new bolts. Sometimes those repair, but not tonight. Alright, lots of stuff to do on the front of the car. That's done, that's done. Sway bar, front end link, outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Outer tie rods, it looks like these things are listed twice. Not a problem, so let's go back up to the front of the car here. And start looking to see what we've got to do up here. Alright, so we need 2 inner tie rods. And 2 outers. Was that B or bottom suspension arm? Rubber bushing and rubber bushing. We need bunches of rubber bushings. Just going to buy a dozen of those. We'll always use them. So obviously that's a change from the 15 version where you have to build those parts up now. Front axle knuckle cover. Front axle knuckle cover. Wow. This car really was in bad shape. It's pretty cool, Doughboy. I think you'll like it. As I was saying, I don't know, I think maybe I replied to your comment on my YouTube video or something. The optimization is not perfect. They are working on it. They released a patch today. This is 1.1.5. It was released today, and it has made significant strides in getting it to be better optimized. So hopefully hopefully that would work. That would work for you. Wheel hub bearing. Okay, sway bar front end link B. And like I said earlier, the okay, so these we have to break down. So I will do that momentarily here. Let's see, upper suspension arm, we're going to have to buy 2 of those. Hopefully this will be a pretty good payout for us. Oops. Okay, let's go tear these shocks down. Yeah, I know, but they don't have to be repaired, so it is something that sort of goes against everything that I sort of know about automobile mechanicking and stuff like that. But you know, when you're doing jobs for these customers, if they don't want it all done, then obviously then that is the way that it is. Okay, let's take a look at our inventory and check these shocks out here. Where are they? Double wishbone shock absorber. Condition is at 60%. Front shock absorber cap and front spring. So it's actually the front spring and the front shock absorber caps that are bad. So we should be able to come back over here now and then join parts. This guy, that guy, that guy, and boom. So 55% was our magic number. Yeah, it's things like the other thing that sort of gets to me in doing some of these repair jobs is when the job calls for the like the oil to be changed, but it doesn't call for the filter to be changed. You know, obviously that goes against everything that I believe in, as well as things like replacing the brakes, but only replacing the brakes on one side. Stuff like that is just a little bit odd, but you know, it's just a game, and so that's why I really like doing the auction buys, because I'll buy the car and then I'll basically restore it to 100%. Basically, I tear everything down and put everything back to 100%, and then try to sell it for the best price. And that's really where you start making your money as well in doing that. And that way you can, you know, you can put things on it brand new if you can't repair everything. Okay, we need a brake caliper. Don't know if we need the cylinder or not. Yep, we do. Imagine that. Alright, let's take a look and see how we've done here before I put the wheels back on. Rubber bushing. Where was the rubber bushing? I missed the rubber bushing somewhere. There we go, right there. Missed two of them. All right. All right, did that clear us? Nope. Rubber bushing, another rubber bushing. All right. Right there. That bad guy. Told you I would need all those rubber bushings. All right. That should bring us current here. It does. So now we just need to put the tires back on. And we'll drop the car and see how well we did. Little Ford Pinto with Nevada plates. Okay, 4,000 bucks. Finish order. Bada bing, bada boom. Goodbye. Let's go through our inventory list and we'll sell off all this stuff here. All right. That was weird. All right. Let's see what else we have job-wise. Oh, let's see if we have any XP that we can spend. Right over here. So, nope, no skills yet. We're basically looking to get over here into level 2 here. And we are just, 38 points away from our next XP upgrade. Alright, what else do we have going on here? We'll take this one here. We'll move it over to our lifter. So right now our garage is just one space. We have not upgraded our garage as of yet. And so once we have the opportunity to upgrade our garage, then obviously we will be having 2 bays, 3 bays, etc., paint booth, all that kind of stuff as we continue to work up through the levels. Okay, let's see. Poor brake performance, brake caliper, brake pads, ABS pump, car is loud, catalytic converter, rear muffler. Not a whole lot to do under the hood except for the ABS pump. Again, we got to tear everything down because we got to pull that. Let's see, how do I get that? Oh, we got to do got to get this off first. Sorry about the constant zooming in and everything as well. That's not anything to do with me. That's just the way the game. That's just the way the game works. All right, so let's go ahead and move through our exhaust system here. We know quite a few of these are bad. This guy must have lived somewhere around the coast. Or either that or up north somewhere where they use salt on the roads. I am thankful we don't use salt here in Colorado. Of course, we use probably a much more dangerous chemical as far as the environment is concerned, but at least it doesn't rust our vehicles. Wrong end of the vehicle. Alright, I think that probably just about does it. Let's alright, let's see what of this we can repair. Well, there wasn't a whole lot. Alright. Well, let's start in the back and build our way up towards the front. Let me look and see what our minimum 89%. That's another reason why I like doing the auction and the rebuilds and everything, is everything you put back on the car is shiny and new looking and pretty. No rust. And it's kind of like you can sort of take pleasure from basically taking something, taking something that has been sitting out in the junkyard and then making it all beautiful again. Okay, rear suspension upper arm. Probably going to need some rubber bushings as well, would be my guess. Small rubber bushings. Go ahead and get 10 of them. We're going to need them. If not for this job, for other jobs. We'll need one of those for the other side. Rear muffler V8 right there. 285 bucks. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Suspension arm. Oh, ordered the wrong thing. Rear suspension arm. That one right there. Rubber bushing. Right there. Alright, so the front shock absorber, front cap, and front spring. Looks like that is all completely messed up. So we need to come and tear these back down again. Tear down, yes. Let's see, inventory. I wonder if those can be repaired independently. I don't think so. Nope, sure couldn't. Alright, so inventory. We've got front spring, front shock absorber cap, and then the front shock absorber. So we need two of those, and two of those. And now we've got to remount these. So join parts, 100, 100, 100, join. Yes, when you're doing all three, Doughboy, you do have to separate them. If there's any one of those items that is either not up to snuff, so in other words, our magic number is 89%. So if it's not up to 89%, you got to tear it down. That's new from 15. 15, we just basically replaced the entire shock as a unit. We didn't know about the differences. So brake calipers, which is kind of cool. I mean, you know, if you think about it, it does provide us a little bit more realism. But yeah, you know, it could get. Just wait till you get around to doing wheels. So if you have to replace a tire, you've got to bust the tire off of the rim, and then you've got to you may need to front sway bar B. You may need to balance it as well. So for it being somewhat of a, you know, it's almost like putting a front sway bar front end link A. It's almost like putting a hang on, I'll finish that thought in just a minute. It's almost like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. So in other words, you kind of see where everything goes. It's still quite immersive in the sense that you know, you kind of need to know how some of these things fit together. Steering rack. Yeah, and I suppose I probably could have skipped. Maybe I could have skipped that step, Doughboy. I don't 100% know. Like on the first job I did, obviously, we needed some parts off of it because not everything was bad. So obviously, in that example, I had to tear it down to basically save whatever part was not bad. But in this example, I guess I could have just probably just left all of that together and then just bought all three pieces, outer tie rod, bought all three pieces, and everything would have been okay. I'll see if I can remember that next time and test that. All right, let's see. That's looking pretty good. Nope, don't want to go there. Yeah, the glare is something fierce. Nope, 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 nope. Got to take that out. Wheel hub bearing. Hello, Gaming with Bryson. How are you tonight? We're doing something a little different tonight. Breaking away from the farm sim routine for just a night or so. I'm okay, front steering knuckle D. So basically, Doughboy, you sort of work your way up in levels, and I just got to the level, or I just got enough XP to be able to unlock the tablet. Before I had the tablet, I would have to walk over here to this computer over here in this corner to do my parts orders. So obviously, the tablet gives me the ability to basically order parts directly from wherever I happen to be, so that speeds things up just a little bit, which is obviously nice. And like, here's another good example. I mean, you wouldn't go to all this trouble to do all of this work and only replace one set of brake pads. You know, brand new. Everything else we're putting back on it used. Now I'm almost willing to bet that some of these rubber bushings are going to be bad. But maybe not. I think that's got everything. Alright, I know we got to replace the ABS pump, but let's just look to make sure we've got everything while we still have the car in the air. ABS pump, yep, that's it. And it didn't repair. Okay, not a problem. ABS pump. Almost $1,000 for this guy. $15,000. Nice. But of course we put a lot of work into it. Took a while to tear everything down. Everything is all good to go. Finish order. There we go. Another happy customer. Another happy customer in the Grizzly Bear Sims mechanic shop. Alright, let's look at our XP now. I bet we got some new XP. We do. So, unlocks the tire tread tester. With this tool you can discover tires condition. You can use it through pie menu while in part overview. I think I would actually rather have this level 2 successful repair chance raised to 65%. This will end up saving us some money down the road in being able to repair our parts up to 65% chance of being able to do that. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we can sell. That and like they haven't put a sell all button in yet, so obviously that's what people are wanting. So I know this is kind of annoying on the screen, so my apologies. All right. Now let's see what other trouble we can get into. Oh man, I don't even like these little cars. Let's do a brake job. Oh no. Ooh, that's pretty. Alright, this one's gonna probably be pretty involved as well. Looks like it's a 95%er. So this is a Ecos Cobra, so let's see what this is in real life. It's a Dodge Viper. And we'll move this over to our rack. Nice. All right. Some of these you just have to start tearing things down until you figure out what is going on. So we will we'll avoid trying to we'll avoid draining the oil right now, but most likely we may have to if we have to go into this thing. These little clips, these are the worst part of the game. Alright, we'll get the air filter out of there. We'll get that out of the way. It looks like, come on. Looks like the alternator is suspect. Let's get the radiator out of the way as well. Unfortunately, Car Mechanic Simulator does not deal in any other fluids other than oil. So unfortunately, we don't have to worry about draining the radiator or anything like that, or the transmission. Hello, the big Ox 8508. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. We're just taking a little bit of a break from our normal farm sim stuff and doing a little Car Mechanic Simulator. So the radiator was bad. Hello, Taz0697, watching from Twitch. Thanks for stopping by. Manifold's fine. Yep, that is the sort of the idea there, Taz. All rusty parts pretty much have to be most likely replaced. So we will need to tear into the gearbox. All right, let's go ahead and raise the car up. Yep, getting to it, Taz. We'll start her off, and the gearbox housing. We might as well drain the oil because I have a feeling that we're gonna, well, let's, I tell you what, let's wait on that for just a moment. Let's go ahead and replace the, muffler. What is that? Rear muffler V8. I'm streaming this on YouTube and Twitch. Taz, just so you know, YouTube is my primary place of streaming. I still have a few more parts that I haven't discovered yet. had that one get me before too. Is the fuel pump in the fuel tank? Yep, sure was. Look at that. Why? Yep, that one got me many times on 15. Still not. That was it. That was one of the things, but still, let's see. Repair all engine faults. Part not discovered. But yeah, the fuel pump was definitely one culprit there. That's not the part I need. Well, it's one of the parts I need, but not the only one. Let's see. Still got one right there. Part not discovered. Repair all engine faults. Well, that all looks good. No rust in there. I tell you what, let me check the fuel filter before I drain the oil. Nope, still not discovered. Was it the stupid one? Nope. Yep, sure was. Right there, crankshaft bearing cap. Yep. All right. Let's just go repair some of this stuff right quick. All right, those don't repair, that's right. can't remember what does repair and what doesn't, but we'll figure it out here. And a throw-out bearing might as well. I don't think it repairs. Oh, really? Gearbox. Did not repair. Let's see, which gearbox? Gearbox V8, I think. Gearbox V8, yep. And a drive shaft. Intake manifold. I will be glad when I can unlock the the crane, the engine hoist, and work on this outside of the engine compartment. That'll be cool. That was a bad spark plug. And we need 4 ignition coils. Radiator fan housing B fan 1. Alright, cool beans. Alright, battery. Battery's good to go. Surprised the belts are good. Let's see, Legion X13 says, hi, so I saw this game on Steam sale and was like, sounds like crap. However, after watching a bit of this, I have to say I'm actually quite entertained watching you put an engine back together. May actually pick this up. It is, now this is the 2018 version. Obviously, you probably know that there is a 2015 version. The 2018 version is greatly enhanced over that of the 15 version. And they're still working. I forgot to put the oil filter on. They're still working through some of the optimization stuff with the game. It has come a long way since I've had it. Arguably, I think that they may have released the game just a little bit too soon. But in any event, it is actually kind of cool. I mean, if you have a background in cars, or even if you don't, like I was telling one of my friends that's watching on YouTube, it's kind of like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. And when you put some oil in. All right. And that's good enough right there. $15,700 and something dollars. Good, good, good. That will help us get us on up down the road. And let's see if we got any more XP. No more. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. I am going to end the stream here. I've been at it for about an hour and a half, so most likely tomorrow night I will return with Farm Sim 17 and the challenge gameplay that we've been on for. It'll be episode number 40 tomorrow night around 7:30 Mountain Time, something like that. I appreciate you guys watching both on Twitch as well as my usuals on YouTube. If you are watching from Twitch, you might want to head over to my YouTube channel and please subscribe. Please subscribe to Twitch as well. I am giving away 3 copies of the Farm Sim 17 Platinum Expansion DLC pack. There's more information that you can learn about that from my YouTube channel, and just join me for one of those challenge live stream videos to learn more about the giveaway, and that'll be coming up in November. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'm headed upstairs. I'll talk to you all soon. Take care now.